Hello, I'm going to give you a quick tour of my simple budget planner Notion template. It's intended to be a very simple way to manage monthly budgets. So the first thing you'll do when you open it up is you will go to the budget planners table and you can choose the first month. I've put it as January, but you can go in and edit this. And then every time you want to start a new budget, all you have to do is duplicate and then you'll edit the tables. So let me show you what each month looks like. So you have the starting balance section, which is where you can add in the starting balance. So I'm going to add in a balance of $600. So this gets added to your budget. And then in this table here, you have the actual versus budget breakdown, which shows you the budgeted amount for your starting balance, income, and then your spend categories, your savings, bills, expenses, and debt payments, and then the actual amount that you spend. So these are populated automatically. So the first table here is the expense spending by category, which is where you can create your categories and then budget a certain amount, allocate a certain amount of budget towards each category. And then it will calculate the amount that you spend based on the expense tracker, which is further down. So here are the trackers, which is where you'll be inputting your information throughout the month. So you can put in your income sources and the budgeted income or the expected income, and then the actual income. And for your savings, if you're setting aside money for something specific, you can track it in the savings table below. Like if you're saving for a trip or a car, you can budget, enter in the budgeted amount per month and then the actual amount that you set aside for that item. And then the same for bills. You can enter in regular bills, the due date, and you can check them off when they're paid. And you'll enter in the budgeted amount and then the actual amount once you pay the bill. And the same goes towards any debt payments. If you're paying off any debts, you could write them here and enter in the due date and when they're paid and the budget and the actual amount. And then the variable expense tracker is where you would track all of your expenses. So every time you go shopping or incur any expense, you would enter it here. Let's say we go grocery shopping and it's Steve, and then we would assign it, we would add in how much we spent. Well, that's a lot. And then we would assign it to a category, which is the groceries. And then this table will roll up into the expense spending by category table. So it will sum up all the expenses by category here. And then you can also see the actual versus budget dashboards, which will show you if you're over or under budget for your income and your different spend categories like savings, we're on budget, bills, we're under budget by $145, debt payments, we're over budget, so we've overspent, and expenses, we've really overspent. And the cash flow table will show us when we are setting our budget. This tells us how much money we have left to allocate to the budget. And then this left to spend shows us the actual cash. So based on our actual spending, and here clearly we're in the negative, so this is not a good situation to be in. So we've overspent. So this way you can always keep track of your actual cash situation based on your spending. Another part of this planner are the savings and debt payoff goals tracker. So here you can enter in the savings goals and the amount you want to save in total, and if you have a starting amount, and then it will calculate the amount saved, the amount left to goal, and the percent to goal based on the entries in the savings log. The debt tracker works pretty much, the debt payoff tracker works the same way. And I've also included a quick progress tracker of your savings and debt payoff goals here in the sidebar so you can quickly see how you're doing with your savings and debt payoff goals, and it helps you stay motivated. If you have any questions about these planners, please just drop a comment below and I will answer it as soon as I see it. Thank you.